kind of confusing.
Oh my God.
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus. What does that mean?
Depends on who you was raised by. And since he was raised by me and his daddy, we understand. And he gave a very clear definition yesterday of why he has to do what he has to do. So we got that coming. In a few weeks, we'll get that DNA back.
I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test. If Junior is not my son, the DNA test will prove that.
I just say, just give him what he asked for so she could get rid of him. That's what I would do. I would give him that test that day and the results too. Now, be gone.
Things took a sharp turn when Christine and Karlissa clashed again. And this time it wasn't light at all. The whole situation blew up after Karlissa decided to run a DNA test on Junior behind the scenes. And the moment that news broke, everything went sideways. Chrisean had been dodging that test for a long time, doing everything she could to keep it from happening, even putting out a fake test to make the world believe Blue was Junior's father. Remember Ronnie? The same Ronnie who passed away just days after saying Junior wasn't actually Blue's and that he was the real father. People dragged him at the time, saying he was just stirring things up. But the truth came back around in the wildest way. That test Karlissa did in secret ended up flipping the whole story upside down, completely opposite of what Chrisean had been claiming all this time. Blue never really believed Junior was his from the moment the baby came into the world. And now it's making a lot more sense. When he first pushed for a DNA test, folks jumped online calling him a deadbeat. But he kept saying he simply knew the kind of chaos he was dealing with. He even tweeted about it at the time, telling everyone, yes, me and Rock are officially done. It's strictly business. He said he tried to make things work, but nothing felt real anymore. Then he dropped another message saying Rock had been dealing with multiple people within the same year, and until a DNA test was done, he wasn't claiming anything. That whole situation is exactly why the test happened on Zeus in the first place. And you probably remember that result coming out saying he was the father.
Confusing.
Oh my God.
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus. What does that mean?
What?
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus.
Let me hear the father. Babe, that's me, you're the father.
Is not
You the father, nigga.
Oh, that's what that means?
You a weird ass nigga. What? You don't want it
sure?
to? You don't want it to be it? You're
I'm saying,
so
you sure?
weird.
You didn't even read the paper.
You call me dumb, but you the slow one.
It says the alleged father is not. Why they write it like this though? They could have just been like more player.
Yeah, but they. Are you confident? Cause you still don't understand.
I think I get it. Not excluded.
You're not excluded, meaning you.
But here's where the streets started buzzing even harder. Word started moving around that Zeus might have tampered with the results to make sure Blue came out as the father because the show needed the drama to keep the storyline running. And the wild part, Chrisean went along with it because it lined up perfectly with what she needed to keep pushing that pregnancy story toward Blue. Now with this new test popping up, the entire picture is shifting again, and people are saying this might finally expose what's been happening behind the curtain all along. Even after that DNA test showed he was the father without any confusion, Blue still tried to offer Chrisean $100,000 to walk away from the whole situation, and that shocked a lot of people. It was clear he was doing everything possible to avoid having a child with Chrisean, no matter how messy things looked from the outside back then. He even posted online saying he already told her he didn't want the baby and he felt like she kept pushing the situation on him anyway. He made it sound like he was being backed into a corner, saying she was forcing something he never agreed to, and he wanted the court to understand exactly where he stood. Even though he and Chrisean stayed together for a while after all that, he still never openly claimed Junior as his child. Not once. When he recently got out of prison, he tried to play along for a moment, acting like things were cool. But that didn't last long at all. Before anybody knew it, he was back to questioning whether Junior was really his, bringing the drama right back to the surface again. This time, his mother, Karlissa, decided she was stepping in herself. A few days ago, she went live explaining that someone had handed her a sample from Junior. She didn't say who gave it to her, but she made it clear she planned to run a paternity test as the grandmother.
on who you was raised by. And since he was raised by me and his daddy, we understand. And he gave a very clear definition yesterday of why he has to do what he has to do. So we got that coming. In a few weeks, we'll get that DNA back. Everything will start working out. We'll figure it out. I'm sure he'll have the baby and all types of therapy now. I'm so grateful to God that we'll start to get somewhere. Yesterday was real ugly. It was real ugly. But I thought about it and I see now what he means. Like we're all women working off of emotion.
She even posted a grandparent DNA test kit and said she wanted to confirm the truth once and for all because she felt like the back and forth between Blue and Chrisean had gone on long enough. And it wasn't just Karlissa trying to make this test happen. Blue's father, Jonathan, jumped into the mix too. He was caught on live trying to swab Junior for a sample while Chrisean was standing right there completely unaware of what he was doing. The moment that clip hit the internet, people started talking even louder. A lot of folks believe Chrisean is avoiding doing an official test herself because they think Ronnie is Junior's real father. Before Ronnie passed away, he was trying hard to get Chrisean to agree to another test so he could finally confirm whether Junior was biologically his or not.
Before Ronnie passed away, he was trying hard to get Chrisean to agree to another test so he could finally confirm whether Junior was biologically his or not.
Girl right here, Junior right here.
Can you chill
Weird
out?
as a
Ryan,
you weird as
me at the moment.
you weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody
Yeah,
stalking
you
you. That's my fucking son.
I need you out the
nigga.
What you talking about? Okay. I need you out the mall, nigga. I need you out the mall. I need you out the mall. Okay. I need you out the mall. Okay.
But no matter how much he asked, Sheen refused to entertain the idea, shutting the conversation down every time he brought it up. The whole situation hit a new level when Ronnie spoke up again, saying, "My son and my child's mother."
I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test. If Junior is not my son, the DNA test will prove.
It's wild how far people will go to hold on to a lie, and he wasn't the only one calling things out. Karlissa jumped in almost immediately, backing him and asking why Chrisean kept hesitating if she had nothing to hide.
I just say, just give him what he asked for so she could get rid of him. That's what I would do. I would give him that test that day and the results too. Now, be gone.
She said it made no sense for Chrisean to avoid a simple test unless there was something she didn't want slipping out. Now, Karlissa can definitely be dramatic sometimes, but on this one, her point was solid. If Ronnie wasn't the father, why not just let him take the test and be done with it? Instead, everything kept getting more confusing, and the silence from Chrisean made the whole thing look even stranger. Ronnie later explained why he didn't push harder for another test earlier. He said he trusted the one Blue and Chrisean did on the Zeus network because it supposedly confirmed Blue as the father. But according to Ronnie, he later learned that the test wasn't even genuine. He said it was staged for the show, just something thrown together to keep the cameras rolling.
Like I just said, I was under the impression that the paternity test that was performed on Zeus, I was under the impression that it was authentic. However, it came to my understanding that it was not authentic. It was not.
People looking back at the situation with fresh eyes. But what happened next was the part nobody saw coming right after Ronnie started speaking publicly about the test being fake. He ended up dead under circumstances that still don't sit right with a lot of people. According to the police report, he was found near his home and the case was ruled a homicide. The streets were shaken because the timing looked way too suspicious. After Ronnie passed, the pressure around Chrisean exploded. People felt like he never got the answers he was looking for, so they turned all their questions toward her instead. The backlash got so heavy that she responded by posting a DNA test she claimed was from 2023, showing Blue as the father.
This is Alex. How can I help you?
Hi, Alex. I'm actually calling to check the status of a case number, actually to authenticate it, a DNA non-invasive prenatal paternity test case number.
No, that may not be the case file ID that's associated with the case. Is it a new case?
No, this is a case from 2023. Are you basically saying that this is a real case number, but not the actual mother and father?
Yeah, it's not matching any of the names that you're giving me.
Was the blood sample taken on 5/4/2023?
No, completely different year, actually.
She used that test to defend herself, hoping it would calm everything down. But then came the twist that sent the internet spinning. That exact test, the one she posted to shut down the rumors, got exposed as fake. The details didn't match. The numbers were off. And the format wasn't even from a real lab. It didn't take long before folks realized Chrisean had been using that fake test to make the world believe Junior belonged to Blue. Even though the evidence kept pointing in a different direction, everything Ronnie tried to reveal before he passed suddenly started looking a lot more real. And the drama around the situation only grew bigger as more of the truth came out. Things went even further when Steve Wilos stepped into the situation and exposed a major twist. He said he reached out to the hospital where Chrisean claimed the DNA test came from just to confirm the case number she posted. And according to him, the whole thing didn't check out at all. The number didn't exist. The paperwork didn't match, and everything pointed to the entire thing being completely made up. That revelation sent shock waves because it meant Chrisean had been misleading everyone from the start, and the truth was finally cracking through the surface.
I finally realized that whole side don't look at me like I'm blood, like we related. You feel me? They look at me like me and my son with a money sign. Tell me why Karlissa talking to she telling me Karlissa telling my boyfriend to stay away from me because you know why she telling 3 to stay away from me? Because I get money in real life. I put people back in position to win. And y'all can't take my name from me. Sorry, I'm who I am. You feel me? But I'm quiet for a reason, right? I'm in Baltimore for a reason. And I'm not in no basic neighborhood, yo. I'm in Calabasas in Baltimore. I ain't gonna hold you. I would flip the camera and show you what house I live in, but it's none of y'all business.
More details also surfaced about the tension between the families. People close to the situation said Karlissa had been asking for a real official test long before all this went public. But she felt like Chrisean kept shutting her down at the door. Karlissa said she only stepped out publicly because she was tired of feeling like she was being kept in the dark while everything around her got messier by the day. And once she started speaking, she didn't hold back at all. What caught people off guard was how Jonathan stepped in too. Him getting involved made the situation look way bigger than just a disagreement between mothers. Some insiders said Jonathan only acted because he felt the story kept changing too much and he wanted a clean answer since the confusion was hurting both sides of the family. His attempt to quietly swab Junior on live shocked everyone because it showed he didn't trust the process anymore. Meanwhile, people online kept pointing out all the inconsistencies in the documents that had been posted over time. Some noticed the dates didn't match. Others said the formatting looked off. A few even compared older posts and realized certain details kept shifting. Each discovery added more fuel to the mystery and viewers started piecing things together like detectives.
Mother drank and smoked while they was pregnant. That's why they're so angry. Because who the fuck is angry? You supposed to be angry at him that did this. Not, that's the reason why you don't find it to be angry is because you did it.
Who is y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with and what he look like and what he sound like? Y'all know nothing about God and y'all know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that. So I rebuke everything y'all saying about my
Behind the scenes, whispers grew even louder about Ronnie's involvement before he passed. People said he had been trying to get closure for months and that he genuinely believed Junior could be his. They said he never wanted to fight. He just wanted the truth so he could take responsibility if it turned out he was the father. His sudden passing left a hole in the story that only made the situation more emotional and more complicated for everyone watching. All these pieces stacked up, turning this into one of the most tangled family disputes the internet has seen in a long time. As all this tension built up, people started reacting hard to the rumor that Chrisean wanted to run up on Karlissa over the DNA test situation. That detail had the whole internet shocked because it showed just how deep this drama has gone behind the scenes. If that rumor is true, it means the pressure from the paternity talk pushed things into a place where emotions and pride started taking over everything. A lot of folks felt like Chrisean shouldn't be directing her anger at Karlissa at all, especially since Karlissa wasn't the one switching the story or posting questionable documents in the first place. Karlissa kept saying her only goal was to find clarity, not cause chaos. And that even made some people wonder why a simple test caused such a big reaction. When things get that heated, people start assuming someone is scared of the truth coming out. At the same time, others argued that Karlissa stepping in so deeply might have made Chrisean feel cornered. They said Chrisean was already dealing with the public blue and rumors about Ronnie, so Karlissa adding her voice to the mix might have pushed her over the edge. Still, none of that explains why the situation jumped from words to threats, and that's exactly why the internet hasn't stopped talking about it. Another debate picking up speed is whether
I even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt genuinely.
She used that test to defend herself, hoping it would calm everything down. But then came the twist that sent the internet spinning. That exact test, the one she posted to shut down the rumors, got exposed as fake. The details didn't match. The numbers were off. And the format wasn't even from a real lab. It didn't take long before folks realized Chrisean had been using that fake test to make the world believe Junior belonged to Blue. Even though the evidence kept pointing in a different direction, everything Ronnie tried to reveal before he passed suddenly started looking a lot more real. And the drama around the situation only grew bigger as more of the truth came out. Things went even further when Steve Wilos stepped into the situation and exposed a major twist. He said he reached out to the hospital where Chrisean claimed the DNA test came from just to confirm the case number she posted. And according to him, the whole thing didn't check out at all. The number didn't exist. The paperwork didn't match, and everything pointed to the entire thing being completely made up. That revelation sent shockwaves because it meant Chrisean had been misleading everyone from the start, and the truth was finally cracking through the surface.